Balloons, a very tantalising idea in that it's an urban sculpture in large scale, I think, where, as Laura will explain, which we felt was interesting. Laura, after you.
Okay, well, hello everyone. My name's Laura Janica, or Laura Janicka, whichever one everyone prefers to use. I'm a recently graduated Master of Architecture student from the University of Salford in Greater Manchester. My main interests lie in data-driven design, especially mapping, and I believe that everything we design should always start with research, so that we may understand how the things we design will fit into the surrounding networks, be it the natural environment, the social or economic or cultural contexts.
I present to you Energy Balloons. Energy Balloons is a conceptual project developed for my master thesis research into the Manchester Ship Canal, reimagining the future of man-made waterways. The project transforms the historical Manchester Ship Canal into a mobile wind energy network, distributing the balloons along its 56-kilometer-long channel and turning its aerial landscape into an animated spectacle of movement, light, and color. The energy balloons ascend towards the sky, oscillating as they adjust their altitude to harvest energy from more stable streams of wind. Due to our skies being dominated by constant air traffic, the balloons are intended to dock at the banks of the canal to create a clear passage for aircraft. During the night, the energy balloons fill the sky with a shimmering star-like light, continuing their aerial dance while mimicking bioluminescent sea organisms. Even when the balloons disappear behind clouds during overcast weather, the glimmering tethers can still be visible, creating an otherworldly scenery as if the Earth is being held up by the sky. The turbine is placed inside of a lightweight aluminium cage, which anchors it to 2 generators and aims to reduce the risk to wildlife posed by the mobile element inside. At the cage's base are 4 hollow legs, hiding industrial-strength light bulbs that send pulses of light into the fiber optic cables below. These cables wrap around the stainless steel tethers, giving the balloon its shimmering appearance. All the components mentioned work together to make the energy balloon adaptable to changing surrounding conditions. Being equipped with smart sensors to detect light, wind speed, and location, the energy balloon is also connected to the Internet of Things, allowing it to access data relating to air traffic routes and weather conditions. The result is a responsive object for renewable energy generation that animates the aerial landscape with dynamic movement and light. The project proposes a way of delivering cheap renewable energy to areas of need to alleviate the issues of fuel insecurity and address the impact it has on well-being and mental health. The energy balloon aims to address some of the classical problems faced by traditional wind turbines by reusing existing man-made waterways, in result reducing its demand for land, infrastructure, and simplifying its transport. This gives the energy balloon a unique visual quality, animating the aerial landscape through movement, light, and color. Designed to resolve classical challenges such as noise generation, high land demand, extensive infrastructure, and complicated transport faced by onshore and offshore wind energy, the energy balloon introduces a more visually and environmentally responsive infrastructure, decarbonizing the national grid and creating surplus in areas of scarcity.
Thank you. So if anyone has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them as best as I can. So, yes?
You said that it's a speculative project. What's your framework?
Oh, it is just conceptual. It is more to spark some new ideas and spark conversation into how we are actually approaching energy generation. So there isn't a prototype, and even the already established lighter-than-air wind technologies such as BAT and MARS that I mentioned before, they also are just in their prototype stages, or they're just like they're very tight with how they release the information. So there isn't much to know on that aspect either. So just conceptual for now.
So you see it more in a recent future, problems that you see with, apart from the early stages and prototyping, with the actualization of the project?
Oh, well, the biggest barrier is first the funding, and the second one is actually getting aligned to the government guidelines about airspace, especially since, yes, also the issue of helium. So helium is a finite resource, so you can't get it infinitely, and it will deflate over time. The other option is hydrogen. Yes, I just see people shaking their heads, but it is highly explosive when in contact with oxygen. So that is not something you want. That's not something you want in the airspace. Yeah, if there was a way of containing hydrogen so that it is definitely like secure and it will not cause any problems ever, then that would be it could be more easily sustained as an option. But yes, the availability of helium and getting permission from government to invade the airspace. But then there's the question, who does the airspace belong to? There's private land, but then how high does it go? So, there's a lot of debate about that, yeah.
The same problem with drones, right?
Yes. Drones have a limit in that area that I've been designing in, so yeah, there's a lot of research behind it.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I have a point. Yeah, I mean, one thing you may have thought of is if you put ailerons on the balloons, so as the wind picks up, it could drag the balloon up or push it down, because it might be flying, with the ailerons. Okay, but yeah, speculative design, you need to change people's minds, and that's what we're all about, really, looking ahead and changing paradigms and thinking.
Consider out-of-box thinking.
Out-of-the-box thinking, yeah. So thank you very much.
Brilliant, thank you.